In the top stories, agriculture at the heart of Caribbean resilience, says Deputy Prime Minister Hanley. Caribbean nationals to pay more to enter U.S. as new visa fee takes effect. And Apple pulls U.S. immigration official tracking apps. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Friday, the 3rd of October, 2025. I'm Jason Davis. Nationally, Deputy Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley has highlighted the vital role of agriculture in shaping the Caribbean's identity, economic resilience, and sustainable development. He delivered these remarks during the official opening of the 19th Caribbean Week of Agriculture held on Monday at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. Framing his message within the country's Sustainable Island State Agenda, also known as ZIZ, Dr. Hanley emphasized that agriculture touches every pillar of that agenda, including food and water security, economic diversification, and climate resilience. He stated that agriculture has always been central to the Caribbean story and stressed that without a strong agricultural sector, the other pillars of sustainable development cannot stand. Looking ahead, Dr. Hanley underscored the importance of embracing technology, sustainability, and youth innovation in agriculture. He spoke about the rising use of hydroponics, aquaponics, and climate-smart practices, and pointed to the growth of agri-entrepreneurship across the region. He noted that young people are creating value-added products, marketing through social media, and reaching new export markets. And energy, he said, is vital for the future of agriculture in St. Kitts and Nevis and across CARICOM. Dr. Hanley also highlighted the nation's growing efforts to boost local food production and reduce reliance on imports. The 19th Caribbean Week of Agriculture concludes today, October 3, bringing together regional leaders, experts, and innovators to strengthen the Caribbean's agricultural and food systems. At the height of the United Nations High-Level Week, the Federation's Foreign Minister, the Right Honourable Dr. Denzil Douglas, joined regional and international leaders to officially launch the Great Caribbean Shifts Report in New York. The event, hosted by the Global Center for Climate Mobility, brought together top officials from the OECS, the Association of Caribbean States, the UN, and the International Organization for Migration. In his remarks, Dr. Douglas placed climate change and climate-driven migration at the center of the Federation's foreign policy. He applauded the launch of the report and thanked organizers for giving a voice to those often displaced and unheard. The report stems from the Greater Caribbean Climate Mobility Initiative, which was launched in 2022. Its goal, to help countries in the region prepare for and respond to climate-driven displacement while creating safe and sustainable pathways for those forced to move. The initiative is a joint effort between the Global Center for Climate Mobility and the Association of Caribbean States in partnership with the UN, the World Bank, and other key international bodies. In other news, in honor of World Mental Health Day, the Behavioral Health and Wellness Center in Nevis is inviting the public to join a full week of activities focused on awareness, support, and community. Observed annually on October 10, this year's theme for World Mental Health Day is community. And from October 5 to the 11th, the center has planned a series of events to bring the Nevisian public together in support of mental wellness. The week kicks off on Sunday, October 5, with a special church service at the United Pentecostal Church in Marion Heights, St. John's Parish, starting at 11 a.m. On Tuesday, October 7, a free health screening will be hosted at the Cotton Ginnery Mall in Charlestown from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is a partnership with the Bank of Nevis Limited and Taiwan ICDF. All are encouraged to take advantage of this opportunity for a checkup. Then on Friday, October 10, the center invites everyone to wear something green, a color that represents mental health awareness, to show your support for the cause. And on Saturday, October 11, Lace up your sneakers and wear your green again for the Let's Get Physical Wellness Walk hosted in partnership with Republic Bank. The walk begins at 5:30 a.m. at the Malcolm Guichard Recreational Park. It takes a scenic route through Charlestown and ends back at the park. For more information, you can contact Macmillan Coffee or Aldane Claxton at the Behavioral Health and Wellness Center at 469-5614. You can also email macmillan.coffee@niagovkn.com or aldane.claxton@niagovkn.com. Moving now to news on the regional scene. Caribbean nationals applying for U.S. visitor, student, or work visas will now pay significantly more as the new $250 surcharge on all non-immigrant visas takes effect. The increase, part of sweeping changes in the recently signed One Big Beautiful Bill, pushes the cost of a standard B1 or B2 tourist visa from $185 to $435 per person. According to reports, the fee will be $250 as of October 1. However, the Secretary of Homeland Security is free to set the fee higher in the next fiscal year, according to provision. The surcharge, officially called the Visa Integrity Fee, will be collected by the Department of Homeland Security at the time of visa issuance. It applies across the board to tourist, student, and temporary work visas. It's non-waivable and will be adjusted annually. For Caribbean families, the hike represents a major new expense. A family of 4 traveling to the U.S. will now face an additional $1,000 in visa costs alone. Internationally, Apple has pulled apps that let users flag sightings of officers from the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE. The tech giant told the BBC it had removed IceBlock from its app store after law enforcement made it aware of safety risks associated with it, as well as quote-unquote similar apps. According to a statement sent to Fox News Digital, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi had demanded the app's removal, saying it was, quote, designed to put ICE officers at risk, end quote. The app's creator said such claims were, quote, patently false, end quote, and accused Apple of capitulating to an authoritarian regime. IceBlock is among a number of apps released this year in response to President Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration and an upsurge in ICE raids. Critics, such as the creator of IceBlock, accused the government of abusing its powers and, quote, bringing terror, end quote, to U.S. streets. The free app works by showing the movements of immigration officers. It's been downloaded more than 1 million times in the U.S. However, Bondi argued it was being used to target ICE officers, with the FBI saying the man who targeted an ICE facility in Dallas in September, killing 2 detainees, had used similar apps to track the movements of agents and their vehicles. In a statement, Apple said, quote, "We created the App Store to be a safe and trusted place to discover apps," end quote. Now we take a look at the weather. A high surf advisory is in effect for the British Virgin Islands, Anguilla, Barbuda, Antigua, Montserrat, and St. Kitts and Nevis through Tuesday morning. Dangerous sea conditions are expected, swells up to 10 feet, strong rip currents, beach erosion, and possible coastal flooding, especially among northern and western coastlines. The Met Office is advising persons to stay out of the water unless at protected beaches with lifeguards and avoid rocky shores and use extreme caution near the coast. Current conditions are partly cloudy with showers nearby. The temperature is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Seas are moderate with waves of 2 to 4 feet today, rising to 4 to 6 feet tonight. Tonight, we'll see a 40% chance of brief showers. Sunset today will be at 5:58 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow at 6:02 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Jason Davis.